I just watched Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, so we're going to be diving deep into everything about this film. If you haven't seen Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, go watch it. Then you can come back because I would hate for you guys to get spoiled. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. I just got to get it out of the way. The post-credit scene was unbelievable. It had me jumping out of my seat when the freaking pharaohs walked out. I was like, what? I personally think it was like one of the best post-credit scenes in a Marvel movie. That might just be me, but I don't know why. It just had me screaming and jumping, and everyone was looking at me weird in the theater because they didn't know what it meant. But that's okay. But let's go ahead and talk about the meat and potatoes of this film. First of all, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was a very fun time, and I had a really good time with this film. Now, I do think it was extremely different from anything we've seen in the Marvel Universe before. Like, I know a lot of people were saying how Eternals was so weird and different, which it was, but this movie just, I think, takes it to a whole new level, and it's like nothing we've ever seen. It really felt like they just took a Star Wars film and just grabbed Ant-Man and threw him in there, and they made him fight like this super powerful being. That's literally kind of what it feels like to me. It also had a bunch of like Halo vibes and stuff like that, and like video game type styles to it. But again, I think it worked. I thought it was really good. Now the movie does start off pretty fast, and I like that. And they really like tell the story, and it doesn't feel like it's being rushed. It feels like they're giving us information that we need to know. They didn't have to have all these big battles going on all the time because we really needed to know Kang, how he got there, how he got stuck in the quantum realm, what happened to Janet when she was stuck in the quantum realm, how did they meet, and stuff like that. And I think they did it very well. Now, is the movie perfect? No, it definitely has its problems, and I will dive deep into my issues later on in the video, so stick around. But yeah, I think a lot of the heroes, they had like their moment to shine, and I really enjoyed it. Like when Hank comes walking out with all the ants, I was like, what? Like, I wasn't expecting it. Obviously, I knew he was gonna come and help, but just the way he walked out was just so badass and so cool. I really enjoyed it. I also really enjoyed Janet. I mean, you know, she was super important in the story and her connection to Kang. So seeing Janet kind of getting to shine, and because we're in her realm, she's used to this place. I thought that was really cool, and like just her knowing stuff was like, damn, like she was really trapped down here for this long, and she had to learn and adapt. So yeah, it was really cool. Hope, I didn't feel particularly like attached to, like nothing that she really did stood out to me, but that's okay because she definitely was able to shine in the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie, the sequel or whatever. And I really liked Scott and Cassie's relationship, and you know, because he really wants to be a parent. He really wants to be a dad and a supportive father at that. You know, and Cassie, she's kind of doing these things that he doesn't really like because he wants to keep her safe, obviously. But then once he kind of realizes that like she's doing it for the greater good, and she's like him, she wants to help, she wants to be the hero that her father is, you know? And that really was kind of touching, and it made you like Cassie, which I did. I really enjoyed Cassie. Now we gotta talk about the Conqueror. Boy, did Jonathan Majors kill this role, as he does. He kills every role, obviously, but this one in particular, I really loved. Now, I gotta be honest, in the beginning, Kang didn't seem very menacing. He didn't seem, you know, as threatening as like Thanos is. You know, I wasn't scared of him necessarily, but towards the end, when you piss him off, and you know, he comes flying down and just turns people into freaking dust. Like, he didn't even have to snap his fingers. He just like turned people to dust. That was when I was like, okay, yeah, Kang's here, and we don't need to mess with him. You know, he can't get out of here because he's definitely gonna wage war on the multiverse, and who's gonna stop him, you know? But yeah, like I said, Jonathan Majors killed it as Kang. I don't know if he's gone. I don't think he's gone, I'm gonna be honest. I think he was just sent somewhere because he's the Conqueror, right? He's gotta be alive somehow, if he is the next big bad, or if maybe the Council of Kangs is worse. Who knows? I guess we'll wait and see. But of course, now we have to talk about my gripes, the things I didn't really care about. MODOK, I think, was a mixed bag. There were some scenes that I liked with him. Like when he came flying in and was like blowing stuff up, and when he's fighting, I guess, he's really cool. And he was almost like more menacing than Kang in some ways. But then when he flips that helmet off and starts talking, it's like just jokes almost, and it kind of ruined that. And it ruined kind of his character for me, you know. And then obviously they just killed him off, wasting like a good villain that they could use in future movies, you know. And then that also kind of ruined his character for me too, knowing that we're not going to see him again. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, I think MODOK was a mixed bag. Also, I feel like this movie had some really weird cuts. Like, we would get to something really cool, and then it would just cut away to something that I don't care about. And it was like, why? I want to see that. I want to see that scene, because you were building up to that, and then you just move me away from it, and then I lose all my interest, you know? So that was kind of weird. And yeah, the movie had some weird cuts, I feel like, and just a little displaced, if you ask me. And like when the movie ends, it's like I was expecting a little bit more. Like I wasn't expecting it to just end on the way it ended, you know? Like it just cut away, and I was like, that was a really weird way to just cut and end the movie. So those were kind of some of my gripes, I guess. But yeah, I did really enjoy this film. I thought it was just a fun film that sets up the future of the MCU, and Secret Wars and the Kang Dynasty. Those movies are going to be huge. I do think Secret Wars has the potential to pass Endgame and possibly Avatar, just because of the scale and stuff. And I know they're bringing in Patrick Stewart and oh god, Ewan McGregor, is that his name? Magneto. They're gonna bring in so many characters, and while it may be overwhelming for the general audience, us fans are really just gonna love this movie. But that's all in the future, so we'll have to theorize and everything like that as we wait. But yeah, this movie was super important, and I had a really good time. So let me know all of your thoughts on this film. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Was it in the middle? Who did you like? Everything like that. And yeah, let me know all of that down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.